Hey guys, welcome back. This is Miss Dieguez. Today we're gonna find the area of this regular polygon. We know in this polygon that the side length is 4. Since it's a regular polygon, that means that the rest of the sides also measure 4. If we remember from last week, the area requires for us to know the apothem and the perimeter. In this case, I know the perimeter. Since the side length is 4, I can just go all the way around and add 4 plus 4 plus 4 for each of the sides, and that should give me 40. Or I can just say, hey, 10-sided, so 4 times 10 gives me 40, right? Since I do have a missing length, I do have to go through a different process. I can't just substitute what I know into the formula for the area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what process to follow when you have any missing length, that being the side length or the apothem. Okay, so again, this works when you are missing any length. So the first thing you wanna do is you want to find the central angle. The central angle you can find out by drawing triangles in your polygon. So we know that when we go from here to here, angle-wise, that's a 180 degree, right? So if I go from here to here, that's 360. Going all around is 360, right? So I want the central angle, so I only want one of these. There is 10 triangles, so I can say, hey, 360 divided by 10 triangles gives me 36. And we can also say, hey, it's a 10-sided polygon, so 360 divided by 10. Next thing we want to do is draw the apothem. So we draw the apothem. The apothem is this blue line I drew here from the center of the polygon to its flat side, okay? Next thing I want to do is I want to draw the triangle formed by the apothem and find any missing lengths. So right now, what I know is I know that this is 18 and this part is 2. How do I know that the top is 18? Well, the top is 18 because normally we said, hey, the central angle is 36. What the apothem does, it's gonna split the triangle into 2 equal triangles. So it splits it in half. So if this was originally 36, now this is gonna be 18 and 18. Again, half and half. Same thing happens at the bottom. We know that the sides are 4, so if I split that in half, that gives me 2 and 2. Now what I'm looking for in this case is the apothem, because I don't know what this line measures, right? So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out as much information as I can, and I know that this is a right triangle. So if this is 18 and that is 90, I can figure out this angle here. 90 plus 18 minus 180 should give us 72 for that measure. The next thing I want to do is I want to set up my law of sines. So the law of sines is sine of 18 divided by 2 equals sine of 72 divided by x. So sine of 18 is divided by 2 because the 18 is across this side, which measures 2. The sine of 72 goes over x because again, sine of 72 is opposite or across from this blue side here that measures x. From there, what we want to do is we want to cross multiply. So x times sine of 18 equals 2 times sine of 72. So you take the yellows, you multiply them, you take the orange, and you multiply them. You should end up with something like this, and we are trying to get the x by itself to isolate it. So I want to get rid of that sine of 18, and I do that by dividing both sides by the sine of 18. And I notice that on the left side, sine of 18 divided by sine of 18 cancels out. So then on the left side, I end up with just x since these canceled out. And on the right side, I end up with 6.1554, which is what I got when I put this on the calculator. So what that means is that the apothem equals 6.1554. Now we move on to find the area. We talked about the perimeter before. So what I did is I said, hey, this is a 10-sided polygon. So there's 10 sides. Each of them measures 4. So if I go all around, it should measure 40. Okay, or you can very well say, hey, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, adding all of the sides together, and that should still give you 40. We also need the apothem. We just figured it out. So it was 6.1554. So we're pretty much ready to substitute everything in. So we take apothem times perimeter and divide it by 2. And that should give us 123.108 units squared. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment on the section for the homework, or text me or email me, or set up a Zoom meeting with me for tutoring. Have a great day. Be safe.